Hi, I am your Johnny Sins. It's Johnny here. Let me tell you about the day my life officially stopped being normal, and the internet decided to turn me into everything. I wake up one morning, scroll my phone, and suddenly, apparently, I'm a doctor, a firefighter, an astronaut, a plumber, and apparently, according to one meme, the world's first part-time ninja. At first, I stared at the screen like, wait, when did I get all these degrees? I mean, I barely finished my actual job before breakfast, and now the internet thinks I can perform surgery, fly rockets, and unclog toilets all before lunch. People were tagging me everywhere. Memes were spreading like wildfire. Comments were flying faster than my bald head reflects sunlight. One person even photoshopped me into a Star Wars scene, holding a lightsaber saying, "Johnny Sins saves the galaxy again." I laughed. Hard, not at myself, at the absurdity of it all. And then it hit me. The internet wasn't insulting me. It was giving me something I didn't have before. Attention. Attention that reaches millions. Attention that could be turned into influence, opportunity, or even just pure fun. So here's what I did. Instead of hiding, crying, or complaining, I embraced it. I leaned into the jokes. I played along. The more they made memes about me, the more I used them to build my brand. Every Johnny fixing Mars meme, every Johnny doing your homework joke, I laughed. And then I asked myself, how can I turn this into growth? Lesson number 1, when the world makes you a joke, you can either be embarrassed or you can level up. I chose to level up. I realized that attention is a tool. And if you know how to use it, a joke can become a stepping stone to something greater. So yeah, the internet thought it was just laughing at a bald guy. Little did it know, it had just handed me a superpower. Because here's the truth, confidence isn't about never being mocked. It's about using mockery as fuel. Every meme, every tag, every joke was another reason to become stronger, smarter, and funnier. And that, my friends, is how the bald guy who became a meme started his journey to turning confidence into a superpower. Aim. All right, let's talk about my head. Yeah, the shiny, aerodynamic bald head that the internet can't stop talking about. When I first noticed my hairline receding, I won't lie, I panicked. I tried hats, caps, bandanas, even pretending it was a new fashion statement. I would angle myself in mirrors like a secret agent. Maybe they won't notice today. Spoiler, they always did. And then came the comments. Solar panel activated. Shiny head, maximum wattage. Bald legend approaching. Every time I scrolled, I felt like the sun was reflecting off my head directly into my soul. At first, I was insecure. I thought confidence depended on hair, and here I was, losing it faster than the speed of Wi-Fi in a storm. Then I had a moment of clarity. Confidence doesn't grow on your scalp. It grows in your mind. So I made a choice. I stopped hiding. I embraced it. I shaved the rest of my hair, polished my bald head, and started walking like it was the crown jewel of my personality. And you know what happened? The world's mocking stopped. People weren't laughing at me anymore. They were noticing me. And that's when I realized a huge lesson. Insecurity only exists if you let it. If you accept yourself, flaws and all, nothing can shake you. Your energy becomes magnetic. People respect boldness. People respect self-acceptance. And if you can own something that the world laughs at, you basically unlock a secret superpower. So yeah, my bald head became more than a hairstyle. It became a symbol. A symbol of embracing reality, turning insecurity into confidence, and walking into any room like you own it, even if the internet thinks otherwise. Lesson: confidence isn't about hiding what you've lost. It's about owning it. It's about walking tall, smiling wide, and saying, yeah, I'm bald, and yeah, I'm unstoppable. And trust me, bald is bold. And when you combine boldness with humor and self-belief, you've basically turned yourself into a walking, talking superpower. All right, let's talk about memes. Oh boy, the memes. Once the internet decided I could do every job on earth, doctor, astronaut, firefighter, plumber, probably even your grandma's yoga instructor, the memes started pouring in. And honestly, some of them were creative masterpieces. Johnny fixing Mars was my favorite. I mean, who even thinks of that? Apparently the entire internet. At first, I admit, it was weird. I would scroll my phone, laugh, then pause, and think, wait, Are people actually expecting me to be all this? Then it hit me. Every meme, every joke, every tag wasn't just a joke. It was a lesson in attention, influence, and perception. You see, people spend years trying to get noticed. Companies spend millions on ads, campaigns, and viral stunts, and here I was, just living my life, and the internet handed me all the visibility I could ever want for free. So what did I do? I stopped trying to fight it. I stopped worrying about what people thought. Every time a new meme popped up, I didn't get offended. I laughed, I played along, and then I asked myself, how can I use this? That's when the magic happened. I realized that confidence isn't about avoiding jokes. It's about turning them into fuel. Every time someone made a joke about me, I asked, how can this make me stronger, smarter, or more memorable? Lesson: don't resist visibility, even if it comes in the form of mockery. Don't fight the narrative. Own it, shape it, and use it as a ladder to climb higher. Every meme became a reminder that I was relevant. Every joke became an opportunity to grow my presence, my brand, and my mindset. And the best part, I started noticing something amazing. The more I embraced the jokes, the more my confidence skyrocketed. So yes, the internet laughed, but I didn't just survive it. I leveled up because of it. And that, my friends, is how you turn every joke, every troll, and every viral moment into a lesson in confidence, proving that humor and self-belief can be your ultimate superpowers. All right, let's get real for a moment. The internet had officially decided I could do every job known to man: doctor, astronaut, firefighter, plumber, you name it. At first, it was just funny. I mean, seeing yourself fixing Mars in a meme is hilarious. But after a while, I had this weird thought. Why not actually get better in real life? Think about it. The internet was exaggerating my abilities for laughs. But what if I actually leveled up to match the hype? If people think I can do everything, why not take the joke seriously and improve myself? So I started small. Fitness became serious. I wasn't just flexing for Instagram anymore. I was training my discipline, my willpower, and my mindset. I committed to waking up early, pushing myself when I didn't want to, eating right, and building routines. Muscles weren't built in one workout, and confidence isn't built in one viral moment. Both take consistency. Then I moved to skills beyond the body: communication, problem solving, focus. I practiced talking to strangers, negotiating tricky situations, and improving how I present myself. Every troll comment or viral meme became a tiny nudge. You can do better, improve, evolve. Funny part? Sometimes I still acted like a goofball. I'd pretend to fix a rocket or consult an alien just for laughs. But behind the scenes, I was improving. I realized confidence grows not when you avoid mistakes. It grows when you survive your own chaos, laugh at it, and keep improving anyway. Lesson: life will throw exaggerations, jokes, and chaos at you. You can get offended or you can level up. The trolls don't matter. The memes don't matter. What matters is that you use the energy, the attention, and even the mockery to improve yourself. By the time the internet was done making jokes, I had actually become better than the meme. I wasn't just the guy the internet laughed at. I was the guy who learned, grew, and proved that confidence isn't fake. It's fueled by preparation, growth, and persistence. All right, here's the secret nobody tells you about confidence and how I turned it into a full-on superpower. People always think outsmarting the internet means arguing, replying to trolls, or posting angry comebacks. Nope, that's amateur hour. The real power isn't in fighting the jokes, it's in evolving beyond them. The internet had made me a meme, a walking punchline, a bald guy doing everything from surgery to space travel. At first, I laughed. Then I realized something. The memes weren't my enemy. My own reaction to them could be, so I made a choice. I didn't try to silence the trolls. I didn't try to prove everyone wrong in one dramatic comment. I leveled up. I turned mockery into motivation, laughter into fuel, and attention into influence. Every joke became a challenge. Can you actually become stronger, smarter, funnier? And that's exactly what I did. Fitness, discipline, communication, mindset, all improved. I didn't just survive the internet. I used it as my personal trainer. Every meme, every comment, every viral moment pushed me to be better. Here's the big lesson. Confidence isn't about perfection. It isn't about approval. It isn't even about winning arguments. Confidence is owning yourself, owning your flaws, and being unshakable. No matter what the world throws at you, the trolls expected a reaction. I gave them progress. The jokes expected embarrassment. I gave them growth. And the result, I became untouchable, unstoppable, superpowered. The internet couldn't mock what had turned into strength, resilience, and self-belief. So if the world ever laughs at you, underestimates you, or turns you into a joke, smile. Because a confident you is bigger than every punchline. You don't need approval. You don't need hair. You don't need fame. All you need is the mindset to turn pressure into progress and chaos into superpower. And trust me, when you do that, even memes bow down. So remember, the internet might make you a joke, but you decide if you're a legend. Confidence isn't a gift, it's a choice. And once you make it, you're unstoppable. All right, listen up. If you've laughed, learned, or even just stared at my bald head in awe, it's time for the final lesson. Here's the truth. Confidence isn't about hair, jobs, or even how many memes the internet makes of you. It's about walking into any room like you already own it. And sometimes pretending you have 47 careers before breakfast. So, what's next? Smash that like button. Every like adds plus 10 confidence points to your life. Trust me, I did the math. And if we hit 1,000 likes, I unlock superpowered bald mode, where my head shines so bright it powers your Wi-Fi. And don't forget to subscribe, because if you don't, I might appear in your next Zoom call as your personal life coach. And yes, I'll bring memes. Remember, the internet might make you a joke, but a confident joke, that's unstoppable. Every troll, every meme, every laugh is fuel. And when you use it, you don't just survive the chaos. You become a superpower. So go out, own your bald, your flaws, your weirdness, and shine brighter than my head on a sunny day.